So back with another recap. It is episode 3, which is chapter 3 of season 6 of American Horror Story, and they picked up where they left off with Lee's daughter Flora being missing, which I don't know why she brought the little heifer back to this ghost double house in the first place, but whatever. So they get the police involved. The police seem hesitant to get involved. They start a search party. They all are out in the woods. They keep finding this pig shit, like not pig shit, but like pieces of pigs that have been connected to like doll pieces. I don't know. Then they stumble upon the three of them, Lee, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Shelby. Matt, his name is Matt. Lee, Matt, and Shelby stumble upon some kind of farm that's been abandoned, but they search it. It's pig pieces everywhere that are old enough that they're rotting, but not old enough that they are from the fucking 1500s when all of this shit, you know. So they find that the house is empty. Go outside to the barn. There is a pig laying on the ground and two dirty ass kids sucking the pig's teats. I just don't know what the fuck this season is. Like, I just don't know what, girl, I don't know. So Otis comes back and he's rightfully pissed off because Lee stole the child and now she's missing. The boys that they found, I thought they were going to be like apparitions, but they were actually boys who have rotten teeth and are not verbal. They said something that Matt said was a warning, but I couldn't understand what they said, so I don't know what the fuck was that was about. But they all go to sleep. Before they go to sleep, Mason goes off and he feels like, which is Otis, he feels like Lee is hiding Flora and just doesn't want to tell him where she is. So he like goes off on her. They have to break them up. They all go to bed. Matt gets a phone call and it's the police. They found a body. They think it might be her. They get there. It's a fucking body that's been burned up on what looked like a wagon wheel. I'm not sure. And so they tell Lee that they found a necklace on the body, and they hand it to her and ask her if it looks familiar. She says yes and becomes visibly upset, but not because it belongs to her daughter. Tell me why they didn't kill Otis. Why did they kill Otis? I mean, I guess he got to live through the whole Temptation movie, but damn, he made it into the 3 episodes? 3 episodes in, they didn't kill Otis? Poor Otis. So yeah, so Otis is dead. So they hired, or no, a psychic just shows up out of nowhere. First of all, they have video of Lee leaving right after Otis left, and then she don't come back till 4 hours later. So they looking at her, especially Shelby, kind of like, girl. So as they're having an argument about whether or not Lee filleted and burned Otis, this little short man comes in talking about he was called there, but not by like regular means. He's supposed to be the psychic who's worked with the FBI and blah, blah, blah. And he's like walking around the house and stops at the door of the little closet where Flora was in there talking to Priscilla when Otis and Lee found her, and she was talking about we all gonna die and they gonna kill me last. So they started believing him after he did that, and he said that he wanted to basically do a seance, and he did. And what's her name? Kathy Bates shows up, and she's like a old butcher woman from the colony, and I guess she the head bitch in charge. And say that she protects the land, and she says she didn't take Flora, that Priscilla did, and Priscilla is holding her away from the land, and Kathy Bates don't leave the land. And then the psychic just started hollering, Croatoan, Croatoan. I guess maybe he gon' if I can explain why he was doing that, I don't really know. But that's where we are in this weird ass season. So the psychic tells Lee and the rest of them that he knows where Flora is, but he wants $25,000. And Lee attempts to make him tell her by using a gun. Matt takes the gun away from her, tells him to get out, says that he is a con artist. He whispers something to Lee as he's leaving about Emily, which makes her believe that he knows where Flora is. You might be asking yourself, who the fuck is Emily? Well, Lee apparently has a history of losing children. She had a daughter before Flora named Emily, who she left in a car while she ran in the store for some sauce and came back and the little girl was gone. So because she felt like he couldn't have known that unless he knew, had a gift, she goes after him the next day and pays him the $25,000 that he wanted. And he starts telling her the story of the Roanoke colony, which she was like, Roanoke isn't here. But so Kathy Bates was the wife of the guy. If you know the story of the Roanoke, of the colony, she's the wife of the guy who went back to England for supplies and was supposed to come back. And when he came back, the colony was gone. While he was gone, there was a bit of a mutiny because he left her in charge, but like the people wanted to leave and she didn't want them to leave, and so they turned on her, put this fucking pinhead mask type shit on him, and put her sent her out in the forest. Her own son did not take up for her because he wanted to save his own life. So she goes out in the forest, she's dying. Here's some pigs. I don't know what the fuck is with this pig theme. Here's some pigs. She runs in the forest, comes across the devil, a witch, a fucking hog. I don't really know. Some woman who offered her a heart, which she took it and she ate it. And it revived her apparently. So she goes back to the colony. She kills a couple of people. She tells her son if he betray her again, she gonna fuck him up too. And then she moved the colony to basically where the fuck these folks are staying. So the ghost house is the ghost house because this is supposedly where the Roanoke colony was moved to. So yeah, still don't know where Flora is though. So they go out into the woods with the psychic. Cricket is his name. I don't know why. And they talk to the butcher, which is Kathy Bates, and make a deal with her that if she would get Priscilla to bring back Flora, that they would leave the land and burn the house so that nobody else would come so she could have her precious land. Shelby gets mad and she's like, we didn't agree to burn the house. And Lee was like, yeah, Matt did. So this is when they realize that Matt is no longer with them because they all went into the woods together. So Shelby goes off looking for Matt. She finds Matt. Now, he doesn't remember this, so he says. But Shelby finds him having sex with some ghost, with some lady who looked dead. And there were people looking to be jacking off maybe. I don't really know. So she runs off. She's upset. She goes back to the house. Matt comes out not remembering what the fuck he's been, but they all go back to the house. And Shelby, the house is surrounded by police. Shelby's standing outside crying. Matt come up to her, ask her what's going on. And she's, I saw you with the woman. Who was she? And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about because he doesn't remember. And then the police arrest Lee. And they realized that Shelby sold them out, and so they, he was like, what did you do? And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about, because he said he didn't know what she was talking about when it came to him fucking whoever the woman was. And then next week, Lee, I guess, is still gone away. They are still in this house. They don't leave. Matt is still disappearing and not knowing where he's going. I'm assuming because Shelby had a bunch of miscarriages, or not a bunch, she's had a miscarriage, that there's gonna be something with a baby, like whoever he was fucking is gonna have some little ghost baby. It's gonna be something along those lines. I don't know. And then the psychic is also gonna like say, y'all said y'all were gonna leave and then y'all didn't. And so I guess the butcher is going to seek revenge for them going back on the end of the deal. I don't really know. I just don't know what this season is.